The Middle East on the 17th day of the conflict, is this an admission of weakness? Explosions have been heard in Dubai. The Emirates image has been weakened. I got out safe and sound. I hope France will protect me, and I hope they'll repatriate me to France. Oh my God, what kind of crazy movie is this? So if we listen to the influencers and especially the Western media, it feels like Dubai is under fire. We're under constant bombardment. My name is Agatha, for those who don't know me, and I've lived in Dubai for 13 years. I've been investing for about 10 years, and I'm the founder of L'Agence Dubai. I live here in Dubai. I'm here. I haven't left. I wanted to make this little video actually to show you, well, what daily life in Dubai looks like right now. And well, so I'm going to take you along with me. It's little spoiler, it's a mom weekend with 2 kids in Dubai, so don't expect anything fun. Also, please be patient with the editing and so on, because I'm not a pro at this kind of thing. I'm not an influencer, but I really wanted to set the record straight, because every time I have clients calling me and asking how I'm doing, who are super worried, I tell them, look, if I really tell you how it's going and what my daily life looks like, you won't believe me, because there's such a gap with what we hear in the media that I really wanted, well, to show it to you. That way, it's not just words, but there's nothing more telling than a video. I'm going to take you to the mall. That's my plan for the day. I'll take you to a restaurant tonight, and I'll probably go out afterwards too. Tomorrow, we're going to take a little trip to the beach. That's my weekend schedule. And so you'll have a good idea whether in the city, at the beach, in the malls, outdoors, even in the parks with the kids, of the general atmosphere of the city. All right, for now, we're going to Dubai Hills Mall. Follow me. There we go. I'm in the car. I'm heading out from home, heading towards Dubai Hills to do some shopping. However, I'm with my 2 kids in the car, so if there's any noise, don't worry, it's nothing serious. But I can't really control them, those 2. All right, let's go. There we go. I've just arrived at Dubai Hills Mall. So as you can see, well, there it is. It's a normal Saturday afternoon. Also, it's Ramadan right now, so it's normal. There are a bit fewer people than usual because it's not yet time for the breaking of the fast. So people will be coming out more afterwards. I'll show you tonight. I've planned to go out to the Mall of the Emirates as well. So there you go. You'll see. But whatever happens, we're in a mall, so it's a bit complicated to film. And I'm not going to film a lot. I'm going to turn the camera discreetly just so I don't get caught by security. And this way you can get a sense of the general atmosphere. Now I've sat down for 5 minutes to have a coffee. I warned you, that this video wasn't going to be super fun or super interesting. But actually, I think it's important to show the reality of daily life. Today I had some shopping to do for my kids, so that's why I went to a mall. And I think it's interesting to see that the malls are full, that people continue to consume, continue to buy. We're not in a flat economy. We're not in a situation like during COVID, for example, where everyone was in lockdown, no one went out. And so, everything was closed, where many companies went bankrupt and so on and so forth. Here we're in a fairly normal context. And what I also want to express is that malls are not insignificant. It's also a place that could potentially be a target for an attack. It's a place where there's a large concentration of people in one spot. And despite everything, people are not living in fear. People are not in an energy where they're trying to hide, or where they feel like they're taking a risk every time they go out and go to places like this where there's a large concentration of people. So I think that's a really good sign. It's not that we're in denial either. I'm not saying that nothing is happening. Yes, things are happening. The situation is very serious, but it's not hopeless, and it's not as catastrophic as what might be constantly described in the media right now in France and in Europe in general. I'll film a little bit more to show you the general atmosphere. Actually, there are really a lot of people here. I'm going to do it again, being a little bit more slow, because actually we're not really allowed to film normally in public places. Oh boy, I almost got run into in public places, and so as a result, well, it's a little bit tense. So I'm trying to do it discreetly. But anyway, there you go. It's not super easy. Actually, the reason I had shopping to do today is because we're supposed to go to Thailand for Eid. I don't know if you know, but it's the end of Ramadan, and here we have 4 days off. So the kids are on vacation. It's a tradition here to go away during Eid. So we had booked this trip a long time ago. You can imagine that when you go away with two kids, these are things that need planning. So I hope I'll be able to go despite the situation. And well, I'm going for about 10 days, so I'll be back soon. But in any case, I hope my flight is confirmed and that we can enjoy it as a family. If we go, well, great. It'll give us a break. We really need it. If we don't go, well, too bad. We'll stay in Dubai and it'll be just as good this way. Well, that's it. I'm done shopping. I'm leaving Dubai Hills. And as agreed, I'll see you later because I told you I'd spend the weekend with you. It's just me and my phone. I have no crew, and my faithful partner isn't here to film me. So please be patient with the videos. But the goal is to take you everywhere with me. Whether I go to a restaurant, out for a bit, to the beach tomorrow, or even to the park with my kids. You'll be with me so you can get a real unfiltered look at how we live in Dubai in times of war, and I mean that with big quotation marks. And you'll be able to see what our daily life is really like. And I think it won't hurt to set the record straight a little bit. All right, see you soon. Now I'm leaving Dubai Hills Mall and heading home. It's perfect since I'm in my car, so I have today's date right here. I invite you to take a look. It's right there. That way you're sure this wasn't filmed earlier, because I know how people talk, and some would be capable of saying that the video was filmed before and that it's all lies and so on. So here is your proof. It's March 14th, and it's been exactly 2 weeks since the attacks from Iran began. Things have really changed. And look, we'll actually show you just a little bit of the drive back to our place so you can see what it's like for yourself. We live in the Jumeirah neighborhood, so it's Saturday night. It's a little before 8 p.m. And so, well, you can see for yourselves. I warned you the kids were here. There are intruders. You can see the crowds and the general atmosphere. And there we go. We're going home to change, and then we're heading back out. And as planned, I'll see you later because I'm taking you to a restaurant and maybe for some shisha after. As promised, I'm back with you. I stopped by the house, changed, settled in, did the groceries, and so on. And now we're heading out to grab a bite to eat in the neighborhood. So once again, don't expect anything stylish, fancy, or anything like that. I'm a bit tired. It's been a long day. We got up early with the kids and all that. So right now, we're just going to grab a bite and maybe have a little shisha at a small restaurant near our place. It's very, very good. It's nice with a large terrace, a very, very relaxed atmosphere. Not at all fancy, so I'm taking you along with me. What's great is that since it's on the terrace, we'll be able to see. We're not indoors or anything, so you'll be able to see what's going on. Not much. I hope not much will happen anyway, but it's a place. We're used to going there, and so there you go. It's very cool being outdoors. A very relaxed atmosphere. Come on, I'll take you with me in the car. It's on Jumeirah Road. I think some of you know it. And I'll see you there. See you in a bit. Do you know what I mean? You know, if you get what I'm saying?
When you're in the middle of it, when I'm in the middle of it.
Yes, that's it. And you actually have just a little bit of time, you know. You have a little bit of time today. Yes. Yes, thank you. Well, we had a nice little evening. a nice dinner and some shisha not far from home in Jumeirah. As you can see, it was quite crowded. It's a Saturday night. Well, there was no match. People here are fans of Barca or Real Madrid. So when there's a Barca or Real match, it's packed. You hear people celebrating and everything. Today was a little bit quieter, but as you saw, there were still quite a few people. The night is over for us. We're going home to bed, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. Hello. It's Sunday morning as promised. I'm back, and I'm taking you along with me for my day today. I'm back in the car. I realize I spend my life in the car, actually, because I'm going to deposit a check. I have a super busy week coming up next week. So even though it's the weekend, I'm stopping by the bank to deposit my check. So that'll be done. And it works out well because it's at Mall of the Emirates and I have something else to do there later. So I'm taking you with me to the mall. Yesterday we were at Dubai Hills Mall, and this is Mall of the Emirates. It's the biggest mall in Dubai. Well, one of the biggest. There's Dubai Mall and Mall of the Emirates, the two biggest. And the two most touristy ones. That's also where the ski slope is, for those who know it or have been here before. So I'm taking you with me to the Mall of the Emirates. It's 1:45. It's Sunday. You'll see the crowds for yourself. And then we'll go for a walk in the park with the kids and probably to the beach as well. At the end of the day, as I usually do, I like to go for a little walk there at sunset. So there you go. That's the plan for today. See you in a bit. I'm interrupting the video quickly because while we were editing this weekend vlog, I saw a report on French TV where they were saying it was a disaster in Dubai, that the malls were empty and so on. Anyway, I'll put a little clip of that report right here.
Dubai, facing war. Is it the end of the dream for the Emirate? Deserted beaches, the swimmers have all left. The Ferris wheel, a symbol of the city, is closed. The merchants are left with nothing to do. And it's the same in the shopping malls, especially the luxury boutiques and all the massive attractions that used to delight visitors.
So I wanted to show you what's actually happening in the malls. Follow me, we're going to Mall of the Emirates. Hi, I just arrived in the parking lot at Mall of the Emirates. This video is definitely very glamorous. I'll take a second to show you the date and the time. Because again, I don't want any doubt about whether this was taken before or after, or any doubts about the date and so on. So I'll show it to you right now. There, let me get it. So it's exactly 1:58 p.m. and it's March 15th, 2026. I'll see you inside the mall in a second to show you the general vibe. See ya. I'm going to take a quick walk around just to show you the crowds. I'll walk around. So, as I said, it's a pretty typical Sunday afternoon. Right ahead there, those are the Carrefour checkouts. So I'll show you the people leaving with their shopping carts. And you'll see that we're not at all in a situation of... Now, people are doing their weekly shopping, so the carts will definitely be quite full. But we don't see people stocking up on water like we might have heard. People stocking up on oil, toilet paper, pasta, rice, all the basic necessities. No, we're in a completely normal environment. So there, I'm making this little video so you can see, look, the foot traffic is just like a normal weekend. And as for the carts, same thing, it's all pretty relaxed, everyone's chill. We're not in a stockpile mode because potentially in a week, there won't be anything left in the stores. Anyway, that's not all, but I'm going to go deposit my check now. Since I'm at Mall of the Emirates, might as well before I go, I'll film a bit more so you can see me walking through the mall and all that. I have to go, I'm running late for my next appointment, so I have to leave, but while I'm here, I thought this was interesting. I'm showing the general vibe, giving you a little overview, and then I'm leaving because I think that at some point security is going to come and tell me to move, to stop filming and so on. So there you go, nothing special. Once again, a normal afternoon. It's packed with people. There are a lot of people, but then again, it's also Ramadan. So in some places, it's going to be a bit quieter because people are staying home and taking it easy. Sometimes too, people try to pass the time. They try to pass the time while waiting for the fast to break. So they go shopping and so on. So yeah, it depends on the place. There are places where there's an impact. During Ramadan, there's more shopping, and other places where it's a bit quieter. As I was saying, a pretty much normal weekend in Dubai at the Mall of the Emirates. I'm going to go about my business, and I'll see you later. Bye bye. I left the Mall of the Emirates because actually there was no space for what I wanted to do. Actually, I didn't tell you, but I wanted to go get my nails done. I didn't say it because I thought it sounded so cliche, the real estate agent going to get her nails done on the weekend and all that. So I thought it seemed a bit superficial, but in the end, I changed my mind. Because since there was no space at the Mall of the Emirates, I went to another mall called Mercado Mall. We're in a different atmosphere here. It's a small neighborhood mall in Jumeirah. So it's very, very busy, mostly with locals and Western families. It's right across from the Mandarin Oriental, for those who know it. It's a completely different style. And I thought I'd show you this one too, because we're in a different neighborhood. It's not a place with tourists at all. It's not a place you're likely to know if you've come to Dubai on vacation. There's a small Spinneys, which is like a Carrefour, and there's a beauty salon. There's still a Mango, an H&M, but very small, and lots of restaurants. Yeah, mostly things like that. A cinema, it's mostly for people who live here, and I also wanted to show you where I'm going. It's called the Nail Spa. It's a chain here that I've been coming to since I've lived in Dubai, so I'm very loyal. And it's not to advertise for them at all because it's a huge group. They really don't need me. But they're the only ones in Dubai, as far as I know, that have set up a system where each station for nails, manicures, pedicures, and so on has an iPad with headphones. And there's Netflix, there's Prime Video, and all that. And I found that super innovative. I thought it was a great idea. It's not a huge investment, but it brings a massive element of differentiation. So I'm going to show you that because it's quite unique and it could give business ideas for France, for example, or anyone watching this who might have a beauty salon. I think it's really cool. And for people who don't like talking much when they go to the hairdresser or get their nails done, boom, you put on the headphones, watch a little series, and it's really a moment where you can relax and disconnect a bit from your daily life. So I'll show you that right now. Oh, there we go. I'm in the salon. We're going to blur people's faces and all that because, well, it's not great otherwise, but I'll show you what I was talking about. So this is the station where we're going to do the pedicure. And here's the iPad with the videos. I'll show you. I'm going to turn the video around and show you because I think it's really, really great. There, that's the little thing in question. And you can see it's an iPad that's been attached to a sort of stand with this. And so there you go. You put on your headphones. We can watch whatever we want, Netflix, YouTube, and so on. Why not a YouTube video from the agency? And I think it's really just a little thing. There's one at every station. I'll show you. Everyone can watch their own stuff. Everyone does their own thing. And I find it really a simple thing, but it adds a huge element of differentiation for a beauty salon. Hello. As agreed, I'm meeting you at Kite Beach. I'm going to take a quick look around because I think quite a few of you know this place. Right behind me here is Salt. You know it, I imagine. They are, according to some people, the best burger in Dubai. So I think quite a few people know it. I'm going to show you around a little bit. First, I'd like to touch on a subject. You'll see here at Kite Beach, there are lots of families. I'll show you behind me. Everyone's come to eat their little burger late afternoon and so on. There are many families, and often people around me ask how I handle this situation with my children. There are people who say it's fireworks and that it's a party and all that and so on. Personally, I've made the decision not to tell my children that. Well, I have a little boy who's too young. Anyway, he can't understand, but my daughter, she's 7.5. And actually, she hears the alarms. She sees that when there's an alarm, we come to get her if she's playing in the garden and so on. So that she comes to take shelter. And I find that it's even more worrying actually when children feel something's wrong but aren't told, and they see us whispering, looking at each other, worrying, and so on. I think it's not the best way to reassure children. On the contrary, it can have the opposite effect. So as a result, I decided to tell her, well, to tell my daughter the truth. Obviously, I didn't dramatize things, but I explained to her that there were two countries that didn't agree. And when countries disagree, well, they send missiles to each other. We in Dubai are right in the middle. And so we intercept the missiles so that no one gets hurt. And since the Dubai government is so strong, well, they intercept all the missiles. And sometimes it makes noise and things can fall. So you have to be careful. So basically, that's what I told him. And what's great about children is that they get used to everything, actually. They are super resilient. At first, when we heard the first boom, we were all stunned. We were a bit scared. And then in the end, now we've gotten used to it and they've gotten used to it too. So that's the way that I handle it with my children, because I know quite a few people are interested. And there are many people I know in Europe who ask me questions. So I'm back here on the beach at Kite Beach, and I chose this spot because it's a place that quite a few people will recognize as well. It's the area where all the food trucks are located. They're right behind me now, and well, there's the beach, the sea, and so on. And actually, I wanted to address another point I've been hearing a lot lately, and I'd like to just set the record straight to clear things up. Basically, people heavily associate Dubai with a group that's extremely visible in France, beyond just the influencers and all that. Not too long ago, I heard someone who sells training courses and is based in Dubai, saying that the vast majority of Dubai's population consists of very mobile people, either entrepreneurs or digital nomads, and that at the first sign of trouble, everyone would just pack up and leave. The problem is that we're living in a time, we live in a world where whoever speaks the loudest is right. And Dubai's population is closely linked to those people because they create so much content, making them highly visible. Now, just because you're visible doesn't mean you necessarily represent the majority of the population in Dubai. Dubai has 4 million residents as of today. Those 4 million people aren't all infopreneurs and digital nomads. That's completely ridiculous. So most people living in Dubai are people like me, my friends, the people I know. We're rooted here. Meaning our jobs are here, our kids go to school here, we have our friends here. I've been here for 13 years and I have my own company. I happen to be an entrepreneur, but that doesn't mean I want to leave overnight. I know so many people. Most people I know are either employees who've built careers here over years, or they're entrepreneurs with physical businesses here, like restaurant groups, beauty salons, Pilates studios, gyms, and so on and so forth. The list goes on. And for us today, including the friendships we've built here today, if we leave, we'd have to walk away from the last 10 or 15 years of our lives, from age 30 to 45. So these are the years that represent a huge part of our lives as adults, the period when we're actually building things. And unless it's absolutely necessary, we won't leave. In fact, we'll stay here because this is our home, it's where we live, and it's where our whole life is. So when people say the majority of people in Dubai are infopreneurs and entrepreneurs, and that they can just pack up their bags and leave from one day to the next, I saw that on Instagram 2 days ago, and it really annoyed me. It's actually completely false. Yes, there's a wave of people who arrived post-COVID. Yes, there are people here right now specifically for tax reasons. We're not here for that. We're here because we've built our lives here, because we love living here. And if they introduce taxes in Dubai tomorrow, we'd stay because our life is here and it's our home, plain and simple. So that's something I really wanted to illustrate here at Kite Beach, because today everything you see, all the people you see behind me, all the families and all these people at the beach on a weekend, they aren't tourists. First of all, this isn't a hotel beach or anything like that. And besides, right now there are no flights coming into Dubai, and even people who had planned to vacation in Dubai, I don't think they'll be coming here right now. So What you see, all the people you see here spending an afternoon with their families at the beach, they aren't tourists, they're Dubai residents, they aren't in super stylish beach clubs, they aren't in fancy neighborhoods, they aren't content creators, influencers, infopreneurs, or anything like that. They're real people, real residents who live here. And this part of the population isn't going to leave. In fact, they're all here and won't leave for just any reason because we've built our lives here and we're staying. And as long as these residents, who really represent the heart of Dubai, the population of Dubai, don't leave, there will be no impact on the economy. We'll talk about real estate again, maybe there will be an impact on real estate, but in the medium term, it's not yet time to realize it. For now, at least, that's not the case. Because all these people live here and all these people will continue to need housing, to live with their families and so on. So there. With that, I'll leave you. I'll see you tomorrow because we're going to film a little session at the gym too, so I can show you the atmosphere a bit. And I'll also get some feedback from Lionel, who's been here for about 10 years. See you soon. Bye-bye. Hello, hello. As agreed, we're going to finish this weekend together at the gym. I train at a gym called Train SF, which is located in Al Quoz. So it's not very far from Mall of the Emirates in an industrial zone. You'll see it's an incredible gym, huge, with a really good, very welcoming spirit. We're going to meet Lionel there. He's lived here for 10 years and is experiencing the situation like all of us. And it's interesting to get his feedback. So I wanted him to be in the video a little bit too. So I'm going to show you the surroundings. I'm not going to film while driving though, because I'm alone and I realized it was super dangerous. So I'll meet you at the gym entrance at the clubhouse over there, the little cafe where I'll meet Lionel. I'm going to show you the gym a little bit. I won't be working out in front of you, don't worry. And we're going to talk a little bit about him, what he thinks, how he feels about the situation, and we'll leave it at that. See you in a bit. That's it. I'm arriving at Train SF, so I'm going to show you a bit what it's like. A bit of a weird car there on the side. It's a huge place, but I really like it. There's a really good atmosphere in this gym. Thank you. Thank you. I'll show you the gym real quick. I'll show it to you more when I'm upstairs. Now, I'm going to go up there. Oh, there's Lionel. I'm going to go up to the clubhouse. We're going to talk a little bit. Hello? How's it going?
Good, and you?
Yeah, great. So I'm at the clubhouse now. I'll turn around a bit to show you what it's like. So here's a little restaurant, obviously, with only high protein stuff and so on. And over here is the area where we can sit and relax between two workout sessions. And I'm going to show you the gym. It's incredible. So down there, we have all the cardio equipment. Over there, we have the weight training areas organized by muscle group. So here we have the entire upper body section. And over there, the whole lower body, it continues a bit further in the right corner. There we have a boxing room in the back. And here we have everything for calisthenics. Honestly, it's an incredible gym. And as I was saying, there's a really friendly atmosphere. There are only people who are passionate about sports here. And it's truly a pleasure to train here. A quick overview of the clubhouse. And now I'm meeting up with Lionel right away. I'll give him a mic, get him set up, and I'll be right back with you. Lionel, so here we are. For those who don't know you, well, you're the one training Kader and me. It's your job. You've been a personal coach here in Dubai for about 10 years.
That's right.
How are you dealing with the situation right now? How has it changed your daily life?
Listen, it hasn't changed much, to be honest. I'm still working. If there are fluctuations in work, it's more due to holidays than the region's geopolitical situation. So it hasn't impacted my business much, at least for now.
And what about your daily routine, your everyday life?
It hasn't changed a thing. I get around the same way. Well, when we get alerts, most of the time I'm either at home coaching or on the move. So I try to follow the instructions. I feel safe. I can't say more than that.
Okay, and so do you plan on leaving the country because of this situation?
Absolutely not. They'll have to kick me out if they want me to leave. No, I feel safe. I've been working for years to build a business here. I really like life here, so I have no reason to leave.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks.
So I'm back with you. Before heading to my workout, I'll wrap up this video. The goal here isn't to be in denial about the situation or to overdo it, like, look, nothing's happening and so on. As I've said before, the situation is serious. We're monitoring everything that happens daily, but I wanted to show you the reality of our daily lives because it's very, very exaggerated by the French media. It's also very exaggerated by influencers who want to create buzz and make themselves look interesting. And in the end, it's very different. I mean, everything we see in the media is very different from daily reality. And I have many clients who are worried, who call me and ask how we are, if we're safe, and who are also worried about their investments. And I thought it was important to counterbalance a bit everything we see with, well, a real video of what's happening in daily life. Because when I talk to my clients and they ask me how it's going, I always tell them, if I tell you how it's going, you won't believe me. It seems so surreal. The fact that nothing is happening except for some alerts and the missile interceptions we hear from time to time, we live quite normally. So I hope that for some of you this has been reassuring, but in any case that it's enlightened you on the real situation here. In the meantime, I'll say see you soon, have a good rest of your weekend, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.